So welcome back to this video. So this video is going to be in regards to, which platform is the best platform for advertising. So this is actually a flawed question, and the reason being is that a lot of the times marketing has got nothing to do with the platform, because if it was just the platform, then people would be successful with every single marketing campaign. So if we go back to our example of, doing dog training, dog walking, or dog sitting, from which you have seen me build these previous campaigns. If we take that example, which we'll go to here in a second. So if we come back to this campaign, for example, this is a dog walking service. Now the problem is, what happens if there isn't enough search volume? What happens if people don't know that they don't know that what you're selling is actually what they need? And so for example, most people are using Google AdWords. So if Google AdWords doesn't have enough search impression share for your business, then actually you can't say that it's a platform, because how else are you going to reach these people? And what happens if we go to the display planner and I look for dogs in my area to place a banner ad, and there aren't any that Google offers? Then what? So the whole question, there's a flaw to the question, which is that the platform is going to be the best for advertising, and advertising doesn't work like that, because if you have a good advert, you can run it offline or online, but you have to use different angles. So in terms of which platform is the best platform for B2B or business to business or B2C, business to consumer, it's the wrong question. The question is, how do I make my advertising work regardless of which platform I'm using? And if you come to your marketing from that angle, then yes, then these sites could work for you if you could target them in your local area. But the problem comes down to, even if we go here to my local area, which is Canterbury. If we go to Canterbury and I remove, let's just go here, Canterbury. If I remove this and if we redo the search, and now if the problem comes up that what if they aren't, you see, for example, in Canterbury there are no search results. So now the question is, how would I market my services to these people? What platform could I use? If I go to if we look for dog walkers or dog sitters in Canterbury, there aren't that many search queries. It's just a fact. So what do you do? And that's exactly what I do. My speciality is figuring out how do we come up with making sure that people in your local area, your local neighborhood, your local state or national state or internationally can find you. And a lot of the times, sometimes people won't even know that they need what you're offering. So there are various different methods. But the question of, which platform is the best platform for advertising is a flawed question. It starts off with the wrong premise, because if Google AdWords was the be all and end all for all advertising, then Google themselves would not be advertising their business with postcards in the mail. Google actually gets more sign-ups with their postcards than they do with their advertising for businesses online. So this question is the wrong question. The question should be, how do I make my advertising work? That is the true question, because if you know how to make your advertising work, you can take the same ads which you run online, you can take them offline, and you can take adverts which are working offline and you can bring them online. And I have done that before for a tax company, where I've taken an internet ad and taken it offline, and that offline advert produces just as well. So the question is, how do I make my advertising work, rather than how do I make this platform work for my business? Sure, there are platforms out there. For example, Google is a good one. The problem is, if Google, for one, is very competitive, two, it's increasingly getting more expensive to advertise on Google. There'll come a point in time where, most of the keywords which you want to go after are, super expensive. The question then is, how do you work around it? How do you make it work? And this is exactly what I do when I work with clients, is that we figure out angles to come into the market, whether that's offline or online, in order to make your advertising work. So I hope that explains this, that there is no such thing as, which is the best platform, because there are people which can't make newspaper advertising or national newspaper advertising work, and then there are people which can use national advertising and make it and grow their entire business just off one national newspaper. So it's really how to make your advertising more effective, that no matter what you do, whether that's direct mail, internet marketing, direct mail, newspapers, postcards, fax, email, how do you make it work? And that's the question, not which is the best platform.